What is the first thing you do when you start a project? Well, you make a plan. So a plan is always good, but with version control in particular, it helps us think about how we can divide the project into nice packages. And those will just be a step from defining tasks. And with tasks, we can apply the branching strategy of task-based branches that we saw in the course. Now, I hope it's clear that the example will not be 100% realistic because this project is rather tiny. So please try to see the metaphorical aspect of what I'm going to show you. But the general approach is definitely valid and might be used with some slight variations on a larger project. What you can see here are the 5 steps which we will probably have to go through to recreate the game. Step 1 is the level or the world or whatever you want to call it. In our case, that's basically the ground and the walls. Then in step 2, we want the player to be able to move because otherwise the game will be pretty boring. So already here we will need some script, get some player input and translate it into some actual movement. Then in the next step, we'll think about what the actual goal of the game is, and by that implement the core game logic. The logic here will not win us any Nobel Prizes since all we have to do is detect when we hit a square, increment some counter and remove the square. Then in step 4, we will start thinking about games not only from a programming nerd's perspective, but also consider that normal people also like aesthetics. And finally, in the last step, we will tackle another aspect that many developers neglect, which is UI. Altogether, you will see that the individual steps are very tiny in this case, but they actually are not the worst representation of the aspects that you will have to tackle in any real game project. So let's get started in the next video.